And welcome back to the channel. I'm Brent Fowler and I'm ready to talk to you about only good comics. Now let's hit that intro. This time we're talking about Mary Jane and Black Cat issue number 1, part of the Dark Web event, from Marvel Comics, written by Jed MacKay with art by Vincenzo, Carratú, and colors by Reber. Now before we get into today's video, if you do enjoy the content on this channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video going up on Only Good Comics. And give us a thumbs up because it really does help the channel out. And you can follow me across social media at Only Good Comics. Now, let's get back to today's video. Now, it's no secret if you know me at all that you know I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and I'm a fan of Mary Jane and Peter. I'm also a fan of Black Cat and Peter. And this issue is all about the ladies. No Spider-Man in sight. So the plot of this issue is everything has gone crazy because the dark web stuff. There's demons possessing random objects and everything. If you're not familiar with the storyline, Ben Reilly and the Goblin Queen have teamed up. That's Madeline Pryor, not Queen Goblin, to be confused. They've teamed up to take their revenge on the X-Men and Spider-Man. Clone solidarity, I guess. And so they've unleashed literal hell onto New York and the world. And so in the process of all this going down, Felicia is tasked with checking on Mary Jane for Peter, because Peter and MJ, they're not really talking anymore. We still don't know what's going on with that whole thing. 6 months ago, something went down between them, and Mary Jane is with this dude named Paul, and they have kids and all this stuff. So the last time we saw these two together like this was the Beyond issue, which was a while back, same writer, and it was a really good issue. Now this one wasn't quite as strong as that one, but it was still a really fun read. And basically they kind of had this bond, and Felicia was like, I'm not gonna go after Peter, we're just friends. But in the beginning pages of this issue, we find out that Felicia is starting to crush on Peter again, and maybe there's something there, and she's kind of hesitant to go check on Mary Jane because she's starting to feel these things which she told Mary Jane she wasn't. So when she gets to Mary Jane, though, she's like going through all this conflict and stuff. She gets to Mary Jane, and Mary Jane has powers. What the heck, right? So that's a new wrinkle to this plan. And of course, now Mary Jane can handle herself, but at the same time, there's all kinds of chaos going on. Paul is there with the kids, and they decide they've got to protect them. So we get to see a lot more of Mary Jane's powers as they have a little bit of back and forth banter. Iron Man gets involved. They're fighting. We get this beautiful splash page of Mary Jane's powers in full effect. Turns out she's got like these jackpot powers where she pulls a lever and gets some kind of strange new power every time, possibly tied to the bracelet or the watch that she is wearing. We don't know yet. But as these two women are fighting, they're talking and trying to hash things out and everything. And Mary Jane's like, I don't want to talk about this. And Felicia's kind of being cagey about certain things. So they just decide to focus on the big baddies. They end up going to Limbo and fighting a bunch of demons. And that's kind of where our story leaves off. They are stuck in Limbo, and that's going to be continued as we go forward. And then there's a cool little backup story of Felicia with some other characters, and she's talking about how once she stole Dr. Doom's mask, and it goes through that whole thing, and it's just like this fun little short at the end. But the thing about this book is I love the way Jed MacKay writes Black Cat. He wrote the Black Cat series, he wrote the Beyond issue, he's writing this, and he just has the voice of Felicia like I've not seen anyone have her voice in a very long time. And I like the way that he writes Mary Jane and Peter. I like his writing in general, but he really gets these spider characters and the supporting characters especially. And I think Peter's and MJ's and Felicia's voices really shine through in this issue just as much as they did in Beyond. We just have a more action heavy issue with this one than we did Beyond, which was a lot more kind of I don't know, getting those two back on the same page and open, heart to heart kind of stuff. But this one was all about the action. I'm sure as this series continues forward that we'll see more of that as they discuss what's going on, and if we find out any more secrets about Mary Jane in this book, or if Felicia's secret about crushing on Peter again comes out, we don't know. We'll have to see. But it seems like this is going to tie heavily into the dark web stuff, and if this issue is any indication, they're going to be fighting wall to wall throughout the thing. But one thing Jed MacKay does really well is he balances that character work with action and mysteries and plots and heists and all that stuff. So we had a decent amount of inner monologue with Black Cat throughout the first part of this issue, and it continued throughout, but it kind of pared down a little bit as she started interacting with Mary Jane. But it's a really good balance, and it doesn't feel, even though there's a lot of captions and stuff, it doesn't feel weighty. It doesn't feel heavy like you're having a chore to read it. It flows. It's really crisp. It's punchy, and it just gets you through the book, and it's really exciting. And Carratú's art is just gorgeous. Reber's colors are amazing. It's just a beautiful book, a really fun read, and whether you're into the dark web stuff or not, if you're a fan of Black Cat or Mary Jane or Jed MacKay's writing, I think you should pick this series up, even if you're not reading the whole dark web event or the regular Spider books. I think you'll enjoy this read because it's just good. So check it out. But also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can hit that subscribe and notification bell so you don't miss any content that goes up on Only Good Comics. And you can follow me at Only Good Comics across social media. And until next time, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a great start to the new year. And join me next time as we talk about Only Good Comics. Take care.